Saturday, everybody. Let's talk about everything. Every game happened on February 7th. The first one is the Spurs. Oh, they got De'Aaron Fox. They lost to the Charlotte Hornets. LaMelo played here. De'Aaron Fox been playing very well. I mean, 22 points, 6 assists with 4 steals, 2 threes. Pretty happy with that. CP3. Okay, so this game he did only play 27 minutes, but a big part of the reason because Stephon Castle was going off, he played 31 minutes. Castle and had 33 points. We don't really need to do anything with Castle. He might be a streamer if there's a back-to-back. But CP2, I think, still should be getting 30 minutes a lot of the night. So let's just hold on to him and see how things go with him. It seems like they're pretty comfortable playing him and De'Aaron Fox for long stretch of the time. So you really got 2 point guards, but maybe De'Aaron Fox can be more aggressive. Victor Wembanyama, yeah, with the arrival of De'Aaron Fox, for sure his usage is gonna take a hit. But you would think the efficiency maybe. I mean, they're just learning how to play with each other. Only 16 points here for Wemby and 1 3. He still took 9 threes. So, 11 rebound and 5 blocks. Those are pretty good numbers. I mean, every once in a while he's gonna struggle, and it's okay. Harrison Barnes, yeah, we don't need to worry about him. And Devin Vassell hit 4 threes. That's fine. So Charlotte Hornets, they also did a couple of trades. So Moussa Diabate, yes, we could definitely stream this guy, for sure. I don't think they're gonna play Yusuf Nurkic all that much, to be honest with you. So we can definitely grab him and see how things go. He's a huge rebounder, but at the end of the day, he doesn't really block that many shots. So, but he's gonna give you a lot of rebounds. That's fine. In category leagues, he kind of just became that one category guy because a lot of big men they offer a lot of blocks. He just doesn't. He's averaging, well, he's still okay on the season. He's averaging zero point 0.7 blocks on the season, but when you look at his last however many games, last 4 games, he had only 1 block. But not every game he played over 30 minutes. So there will be games he goes for 5, but he's not known for his blocks, I guess. Just get a lot of rebounds. Nick Smith Jr., with everybody in and out, he's the one that gets pretty consistent 30 minutes. So if you want some guard stats, definitely he's an option. They started this guy, Daquan Jeffries, 30 minutes. If he gets good minutes, we could look at him, but I think, what's his name? A bunch of guys were out. They also got Alfred Payton. They picked him up. We know if you play fantasy for a while, we know how good this guy is actually when you give him minutes. And if LaMelo Boy is ever out, yeah, because Mičić is also out. So who knows? We're in 2025, and Alfred Payton can be contributing multiple categories for your fantasy team. He's a great assist, great steals, probably get some rebound. He's a triple-double machine, right? Maybe he can offer a little bit blocks as well. Miles Bridges, 25 points without the injuries. He's the one that benefit. And LaMelo goes 9 for 26, 24 points, 4 assists and 4 threes and 10 assists. Yeah, the problem with LaMelo is stay healthy. And of course, his efficiency is going to be very, very bad most nights. The second game is the Cleveland Cavaliers. It was a really close game. 134-124. They put up 134 points because, Wizards, they don't really play any defense. Mobley went off with 27 points, while Donovan had 33. That's pretty good. Darius Garland just very efficient every game. He's a little guy. It is not easy to be this efficient at 6'1" or whatever size. 5 threes, so pretty good. Jared Allen had 2 blocks but only played 27 minutes. So they decided to go a little bit small this game. And Max Strus, he's been starting, hit 5 threes. He's definitely a 3-point streamer option at the moment. For the Wizards though, okay, Bilo Coulibaly with the trades. Now that Kyle Kuzma is gone, he's an absolute must roster, and I think Keyshawn George will be the same thing. He is a must roster. I think Keyshawn George is probably not rostering a lot of the leagues. He's a guy that can hit a lot, hit I think 2.5 threes if he plays 35 minutes every night. Can give you 15 points, 3 and D guy, and maybe can contribute in some defensive stats. I think he's a good player. Rashawn Holmes, yeah, in the short term we could have him as long as Alex Sarr is out. But if Alex Sarr comes back, he's not going to play. He might play 20 minutes, but he may not even play 20 minutes if Sarr is playing over 30. So in the short term, he has some value. And how about Jordan Poole? He took 32 shots. Now that Kyle Kuzma is gone, he has the ultimate green light. So I think it's definitely bullish for Poole for the rest of the season. But for this Wizards team, it's about player development or tanking. So how many games do they want Poole to play, and how many minutes? And Bob Carrington also, I think, need to be rostered. I mean, I prefer Keyshawn George over him. Carrington, he doesn't really do anything, to be honest. He gets you like 3-4 assists, but he's not gonna hit a lot of threes. Unlike Keyshawn George. Keyshawn George is a sniper, and he was a -25 here, while Keyshawn George is actually a +2. But a crazy game from Jordan Poole though, 45 points, his season high probably. And Corey Kispert now, he could be a streamer. And okay, another thing is they got Chris Middleton, and Malcolm Brogdon. I mean, I completely forget about Chris Middleton. So maybe Keyshawn George is not a must roster as I thought he would be. And same thing with Bilo Coulibaly. I mean, he probably needs to be rostered. I just don't know how many minutes they're gonna play him. To be honest, they're probably gonna use him. That'll be my guess. Use him like a Malcolm Brogdon. I mean, Chris Middleton was coming back from an injury anyways. Like even on the Bucks, he wasn't playing 30 minutes. So I really doubt they're gonna give him a 30-minute role. It's more like coming off the bench, playing 20 minutes, and bulk of the minutes will still go to these young guys. But they'll come in here and playing 16 to 20. That'll be my guess. So if you want to pick up Keyshawn George, I think it's okay. But Coulibaly, yeah, no matter what, he needs to be rostered because he's gonna play a lot of minutes anyway. The next one is the Bucks losing to the Atlanta Hawks. Atlanta Hawks, they had a couple injuries. Joe Johnson is out for the season, but they're actually 1-9. So this is a big game for them. 2-8 now in their last 10 games. A very big game for the Hawks. And this game they did not have Giannis, so a little bit disappointing loss for Dame. Well, actually, I wasn't. What am I saying? A little bit disappointing to see Damian Lillard only scoring 23 points, but he also almost got a triple-double, hit 4 threes. Brook Lopez set 16 points and still in 2 blocks and 1 3. Bobby Portis, I think we know the drill at this point. Every time Giannis is out, Bobby Portis is the guy that we want to stream. Of course, Giannis is not going to be out for an extended period of time, but if you check your news, you need really one good game out of Bobby Portis. Or especially when they have a back-to-back, right? You can maybe pick up Bobby Portis preemptively because Giannis might miss a back-to-back. 26 points, 15 rebounds. I mean, the stats speak for itself. 6 assists, a steal, and a block. And then, Kyle Kuzma, does he need to be rostered on this team? He's a -15. He's 24 minutes. Yeah, this trade, I don't know. I don't know if Kyle Kuzma is really the guy they wanted, but they must be seeing something that we don't. So we should give them some time to let Kyle Kuzma fit in with the team. For the Atlanta Hawks, Okongwu, obviously a must roster, played pretty well. Dyson Daniels, only 1 steal, but he had more assists than Trey. He's just a really good player. Again, went 4 for 7 from the free throw line. I would say his only weakness is every once in a while he will have games like this. But I think overall he doesn't really get to the line all that much, so it's okay. We'll forgive him. 10 assists here is amazing. Trey didn't even have a good game. 24 points, 7 assists, and 2 steals, and shot the ball 9 for 22. And Ricochet, with Jalen Johnson out for season, and now that DeAndre Hunter actually getting traded to where did DeAndre Hunter get traded to? That's actually crazy that DeAndre Hunter was playing so well and then he got traded. Oh yeah, he got traded to the Cavaliers. In my opinion, right, now he become droppable for sure. On the Cavs, you're not gonna have crazy usage, right? You might hit like two threes, yeah, but you may they already have their starters gonna have 30 plus minutes. Is he gonna start is another question. But even if he starts, he's not gonna be like here where he played 27 minutes can get up 15, 14 shots. That's not gonna be the case. So I think okay, you want to see how many minutes he play, you can hold on to him for, but I think he's trending toward that direction on the new team. But for the Hawks, I feel like Bogdanovich could have a crazy big finish because they get rid of DeAndre Hunter now. So Bogdanovich comes back if he's healthy, and they clearly, they're playing this guy Vid a lot, but Bogdanovich is the better player for sure. If he can be healthy and he can come off the bench, right, run the offense and all that. So I think it's setting him up pretty well. So I would pick him up. Maybe not right now. It depends how your team, how many IRs you have and how many injuries. But if you have two IR spot and you have no one injured right now, I would definitely pick up Bogdanovich and let's see how things go. The next game is the Miami Heat. They lost. They got destroyed by the Nets. Yeah, things are not looking too good for them. And they're getting Andrew Wiggins back, from this trade. Because right now, they giving Jovic a lot of minutes, 32 minutes here. He did not have the best game, but he seems to be rostered, and they're giving Terry Rozier. So what happens when Andrew Wiggins came into the picture? Maybe Jovic lose minutes. If Jovic doesn't play, 27, 28 minutes, then he's not gonna have any value. So let's see what's going on there. But for now, let's just hold on to him and observe the next couple weeks. But Kel Ware, I think, Wiggins shouldn't really impact him. He's still young, so sometimes Spoelstra, he's not going to play him 35 minutes when he's not playing well. Ben Adebayo was a minus 14 though, pretty bad. 18 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 blocks. But playing next to Ware, like he's very different now. He's a power forward. Like he doesn't have on the defensive end, right? His job is a lot different now. So. And the Miami Heat, another good thing is I guess they're still competing in the playoff spot. They don't tank. So they're going to play all of their guys. They're right now 7th seed. So Tyler Hero, Bam Adebayo, don't worry about their minutes. Don't worry about their sitting out games too much because, they're going to play it. They care about that. And Terry Rozier in the short term, yeah, he played a pretty good game. We don't know what happens when Wiggins come in. Right? These guys might lose a few minutes. For the Brooklyn Nets, Cameron Johnson, still with this team. 18 points, 3 threes, and a block. And D'Lo, they're just not playing him 30 minutes. I don't know why. And where is Cam Thomas? I don't know where he is. So Keon Johnson, he only got 23 minutes, but he's been getting a lot of minutes. So for sure, he's a guy that if you have him already, keep him. And definitely, there's some opportunity if you want to roster him. But, he's going to destroy your field goal a lot of the nights. Claxton, one of his best games in a while, actually. 10 rebounds, 2 steals, and 4 blocks. And Zaire Williams, he starts a typical 3-and-D guy, 2 threes, 9 rebounds, and 2 steals, pretty good. He also got some streaming value. And, the news came out that Ben Simmons, they're probably going to do a buyout with him. And then he's going to sign with a contender maybe. But even if he goes to a contender, I don't think he's that relevant in fantasy. You can't even pick him up for streaming for back-to-back because he's going to miss a game. So, yeah, but with him leaving, I don't think it really helps anybody. Let's move on to the next one. Well, the Philadelphia Sixers, they just don't look good. And Paul George and Embiid, they don't look good. To be completely honest, the Sixers, are they better? I don't know if it's a fair question to ask. But so far, right, they have a better record for sure in the playoffs. Right, you want to have Embiid, you want to have Paul George, but in the regular season, is it better to just give? Because these guys on the defense, they give no effort. Joel Embiid was a minus 19 here. He really cannot move laterally. Offensively, obviously, right? He can get his points, but is it better? I mean, he went 7 for 18 here. Still got to the line 10 times, but yeah. Not good from Embiid. But fantasy-wise, as long as he's playing, he's putting up numbers. But for Paul George, another pretty poor game here. 14 points and 2 threes and a steal is okay, but no rebound, no assist. And he only took 10 shots, right? Like Kelly Oubre Jr. took more shots than him. And Kelly Oubre Jr. had a fight with Embiid. Embiid was complaining about how Kelly has no effort on defense, which is kind of ironic. Kelly was obviously pissed off because, even if you're a superstar player, you gotta lead the team by example. You can't be out there doing nothing and then complain to your teammates and how come you're not playing any defense. I mean, watch the clip. I don't think Kelly Oubre Jr. would have done a lot with that possession, but Joel Embiid thought otherwise. But anyway, yeah, Sixers right now they're not looking good. If the Eagles win this weekend, maybe Sixers they get some extra boost. The city will show them more love, and they will, they get inspired by it and start playing better. I don't know, but they're right now 2 games behind the Bulls. But you can't just keep losing games like this. Like they play 51 games already. There's 30 games left. You're 2 games out of the 10th seed, so you can't really play around, have a 5-game losing streak starting now. So like they gotta treat every game very serious. And this game, I don't know. Yeah, Detroit is a good team, but it's definitely a winnable game. Speaking of Detroit, Jalen Duren, of course, in foul trouble versus Embiid, but it's okay. They got another big body, Isaiah Stewart, coming. He'll be back. And this game, oh yeah, another sad thing is they didn't even have Kate Cunningham here. So of course Malik Beasley, he still got it. 19 threes, hit 9 threes, 36 points. This is why we roster this guy. Every once in a while, every other game or every 5th game, every 5 games, he's gonna have his 3 points going in. And when that happens, he's not afraid to let it go. Amazing game from him, obviously. Alstar Thompson, even with Kate Cunningham out, he only played just 27 minutes because he had 4 fouls. That's a little bit disappointing. Tobias Harris has also been playing a lot better as of late. So great win for the Pistons. The next one, Oklahoma City Thunder, they got their whole roster back. They got Chet Holmgren back, of course. There's no contest over here. Not much contest. Emmanuel Quickly, good to see him playing 27 minutes at least. Had 10 assists, but overall pretty horrible game outside the assist. Grady Dick, well, RJ is out there this game, and they also got Brandon Ingram, which I don't know if they're going to play him this season or when they're going to play him. They're going to play him, but how many minutes? So I think Brandon Ingram could make guys like RJ, droppable. Especially, they take some big usage away, right? It might be in a situation where everybody loses a little bit usage, then it depends on how many defensive stats they get. For Scotty, it's totally fine for him to lose a few points if he can give us 3 steals and 4 blocks and hit 4 threes. That's great. But, again, still had 5 turnovers. We'll have Jacob Poeltl out. So, maybe we could string Jonathan Mungbo over, they're playing him over Kelly Olynyk and Chris Boucher. So, Jonathan is the guy that I guess we could stream. He also had 4 fouls here. For OKC, Chet Holmgren and Isaiah Hartenstein, even when he plays a power forward position, you still have 4 blocks and 2 steals. Welcome back, Chet Holmgren. This is good news. Once he ramps up, on a per game basis, I think he's gonna be still gonna be really, really good because of the blocks and the efficiency too. So Isaiah Hartenstein, only 6 rebounds, but it's okay. 26 minutes. But I do think they, at the end of the day, they're gonna impact each other just a little bit, both from minute perspective and rebound and blocks. Because some games you just don't need both of them. Certain matchups you can play, you want to go small, maybe play shit at the 5. Eric Wiggins, 18 points. They're starting him. Whoever, they got a lot of 3-and-D guys, so for sure. And Shea, 14 for 14 from the free throw line. That's pretty good, 25 points. And Jalen Williams also went off versus the bad Raptors team. Let's talk about last game of the night. The Phoenix Suns, they finally got a win over the Jazz. I think they lost to the Jazz the other. They lost to Portland twice back to back last week, but they're able to beat this Jazz team. And this game went to overtime, and Booker drops 47 with no KD, with KD out. So Booker has been really really good since Bradley Beal went to the bench. He's way better than KD in my opinion. He's going to be better than KD in fantasy, rest of the way. For Jazz, there is going to be some value. So Keontae George, right? With overtime he played 35 minutes, but no overtime he plays around 30 minutes, and it seems like his shots are falling at a much higher rate if you're not making him to be the point guard. So I think, funny enough, once they benched him, he started playing better. So if you want to roster him, I definitely think he has some value. Like, he give you some counting numbers. Isaiah Collier also, I think at this point he's a must roster. He had 13 assists here. He's not really going to give you a lot of other things, but he has good minutes, good assists, right? Way better player than Tyus Jones. I know that for a fact, right? Not a way better player. He's putting on way better numbers. So if he's still on the waiver wire, you got to grab him, especially in category leagues. Walker Kessler had a huge game with 22 rebounds, had 9 offensive rebounds, and still 3 blocks. Yeah, with him, it's just, does this Jazz team want to play him? How much rest do they want to give him? And, they've been playing Lauren Markkinen, they've been playing John Collins. But, John Collins still here at the trade deadline, after the trade deadline. Same thing with Lauren Markkinen. Both guys, John Collins actually have a way better season than Lauren Markkinen. Lauren Markkinen is also one of the most disappointing players this year. In the third round, I think. Paul George, I think, is another one. Just not, last season they were really, really good. This year they just, I don't know. For Phoenix, Devin Booker went off great, 47 points, 11 assists with 3 threes and a steal. He's putting his team on his shoulder. Grayson Allen hit 7 threes, 21 points. Yeah, I mean, they got Royce O'Neal, Grayson Allen, Ryan Down, right? Grayson Allen, if you're looking for if you're just looking for threes, he's definitely the best guy on this team. But if you're looking for some defensive stats, some rebound, right? Royce O'Neal could also be an option. He had 4 blocks here. Nick Richards, he had 4 blocks here as well. That's pretty impressive. 14 rebounds, but sometimes they play Mason Plumlee 29 minutes because Nick Richards was a minus 10. I think I would still hold on to Nick Richards. This is the problem when you're holding on to a big man, is that there'll be games they just don't play a lot of minutes, and if they don't get the block shots. If they don't block shots, their value, they don't look so good because they just get you rebound at that point. Tyus Jones still play high minutes, 6 assists, 6 rebounds, 4 threes. His minutes has been up and down. But hey, if like Isaiah Collier is on the waiver wire, right, you can definitely drop Tyus Jones to pick him up, or still keep him. I think he's still, with overtime he played 38 minutes. Obviously KD didn't play. There will be games he only played 20. But if you're looking for assists and efficiency, like, he give you those. Doesn't really turn the ball over either. That's it, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.